Let's talk to these people.
Welcome to our home stars! We are the Pkunk. Pkunk we are. Seekers of the deepest truths. Askers of interesting and significant questions. Even now, a question of great transcendental significance comes up into our minds. Who are you and what do you want?
That is a question of great transcendental significance, and anyone who's watched Babylon 5 will know quite how significant that question is. So, who are we? We are friendly beings. What do we want? We seek to establish friendly relations with your species.
Although we Pkunk have no rank, no pecking order, no arbitrary scheme of dominance, we do recognize that some of the souls in this universe have lived many lives, while others are but spiritual chickadees. I, Captain, have lived 38 lives, a paltry number compared to those wise and ancient souls who guide our race. You must consult them, Captain. They will help you to understand yourself, and in doing so, understand others, who in turn may or may not understand other things. Seek those wise birds at our home world, at Gamma Kruger 1. They have all the answers.
Okay, I will do that, but first I will ask you some more questions. We are dedicated to fighting the Ur-Quan hierarchy. Can you help us?
See the wise ones at our home world, Captain. Go to Gamma Kruger for your answers.
Okay, I will do that. I'll see if you can enlighten me here as a seeker of truth, but if you can't, I will visit your homeworld.
Ah, vague omens and mysterious portents, tangled webs of fate, intertwined with the branches of destiny, blown by the capricious winds of happenstance. News, actually there is some news. It just so happens that it has come to our attention that Yoga and Kazon, the two gods of the Ur-Rat, may actually be a hoax. We don't know who this hoax would have been perpetrated by, but it seems someone has used these fictitious gods to send the Ur-Rat down on us.
Well, I believe I know who it is. I'm pretty sure it was the Umgar. Duty calls, I must go now.
Yes, by all means, if duty is calling. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Perhaps when the stars are aligned in an appropriate configuration. Yes, my inner voice is telling me that is correct. When the stars align, Captain.
Okay, so to Gamma Kruger 1, the Pkunk home world. Let's see if I can get to the world itself without talking to more space captains. It appears I can. Let's talk with these people.
What? A spirit voice rings within my soul. It tells me that I must give you something to aid you on your noble quest. What, spirit? What must we give this young human? Mineral resources? No. Important secret? No. Starships? No. Then what is it, spirit? Spit it out! What? That there? Are you sure? Okay, here you go, Captain. Take this clear spindle. It is an ancient and powerful device, built by the precursors hundreds of thousands of years ago. What does it do, you ask? I haven't the slightest idea. Auspicious portents and serendipitous omens have foretold your arrival. Welcome, alien guests, to the home of the gentle and playful Pkunk, children of the cosmic light, hobgoblins of joy, seekers of spiritual truth, and other neat stuff like that.
Perhaps we should introduce ourselves. I am Captain Zelnick, in command of the Vindicator.
Yes, we know all that. We are not known throughout the galactic sector as powerful psychics for nothing. Of course, we already know the answer to this next question too, but we enjoy conversation. Why have you come here?
I have come to ask you for your help in the fight against the Ur-Quan. There are other options that I can't see. Oh no, I don't want to say that. Yes, I have come to ask you for your help in the fight against the Ur-Quan.
The fight, always the fight. We Pkunk are yin and you are yang. I suppose the problem is that the Ur-Quan are a little more yang than you are. Well, be that as it may, we are sympathetic to your concerns. We were not always the mystical, aloof, and yet caring, enlightened beings that we are now. If need be, we can still kick some serious butt. Let us unite and form an alliance. We will provide you with all of the crew, ships, and resources you desire. We will give you... Wait! I sense that you are offended by our crass material offer. Yes, I am ashamed. Any warmongering species could offer this. We are the Pkunk, children of the stellar breeze. We shall give you what all others could not, the greatest of gifts. We shall give you our love. Ah, you are speechless. Do not talk now. I can feel the energy connecting us. Let us part while the silence remains. Farewell. But wait, before we go, as a small token of our love, not as a material gift, mind you, we give you 4 of our meager ships, fully crewed. Good luck!
Oh, that is very useful. That's filled up my escort fleet. And now I have a thing called a clear spindle, which they don't know what it does. Let's see if they have anything more to say now.
Before we proceed, Captain, I must speak. Many of my people have not been sleeping well these past few nights. In fact, I myself did not sleep well last night. Well, actually, I slept okay in the first part of the night and then had a little trouble later on, and maybe halfway through, until I got up and had something to eat. Anyway, the reason we are not sleeping is because of a dream. Yes, a dream. We have seen that in the center of this region of space, near stars that form the shape of a cup, and are in a constellation that begins with the letter C and ends with the letter S, and whose letters rearranged spell asterisk, 2 great armadas fight. One of black ships, the other of green. Our dream tells us that if the black ships should win this fight, they will destroy all life in this region. Captain, they are winning now! If there is anything you can do to stop them, you must do it, please! Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Captain, we have been expecting you, of course. In fact, you are here because we wished you to be here. By channeling our psychic energies through a trans-dimensional flux inducer, we were able to affect the low-frequency stream of a soul particle such as yourself and direct its course. The only thing is, we can't remember why we brought you here.
Suddenly, I find myself very curious about your species.
Not at all! We are, after all, a fascinating species! Of course, modesty prevents me from talking at length, although perhaps if you were to ask me specific questions, propriety might be better served.
What can you tell me of the history of the Pkunk?
Ah, an intelligent question. But where to begin? Surely you know that we Pkunk were once one and the same species as the Yehat. Yes, it's true! We were once brutal birds of prey, oblivious to the mysteries of crystal magic or the 7 dimensions of psychic beings. It was not until Winky Winky Binky Birdie sat on the mystical egg of ice-like temperature and gave the original squawk, rup, 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 that our transformation began. It was the squawk, rup, 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 that triggered the harmonic oscillations that would lead us to become the enlightened aliens that we are.
What about the Yehat? Are you friendly with them?
That depends on how you define friendly. We love our Yehat brethren, whereas they open fire on our vessels on sight. Fortunately, our psychic abilities allow us to sense the deep, abiding love, and yes, even shyness in our Yehut brothers and sisters. How we must have hurt them when we left so long ago. Soon, though, it will be time for the loving reunion, as our destiny is fulfilled, and we are once again reunited as one people.
And what interesting things can you tell us about your culture?
Just off the top of my beak, I suppose I would say that our culture could be defined as the ultimate unification, or oneness, if you will, of the extra-dimensional convergent chakra being energies to form a togetherness self, which both is and is not a combination of the now essence.
That made perfect sense. Well, not quite. Do you refer to the now essence as an extension of the cosmic whole, or as a subset of the totality of oneness?
An excellent question. The answer is in itself an answer containing the explanation you seek, and more. Let me say, the revelation includes the mysteries of pyramid power, which is merely a subset of the greater and more general quantity power. UFOs and FOs are significant, but their role should not be overplayed. I'm sorry, but I can be no more specific than that.
Okay. Now, is it true that you can really see into the future?
Yes, it's wait! A vision comes upon me. A shining light. A crack in the egg. A swirling vortex. A tunnel. I see my past lives. Your past lives. More shining light. Ah, there it is now, the future. It's coming in clearer. Yes. I see tears! Tears of joy! They are coming from our Yehut brothers and sisters, who welcome us back to the nest, wings outstretched, beaks stuffed with grubs. Soon we shall return! Soon!
I'd love to hear more about your culture, but well, would you look at the time? Bye!
Yes, you are right. I should be careful not to overwhelm you with my psychic intensities. Perhaps we could talk about something less overwhelming, albeit less interesting.
Would you mind if I asked you a few things about the Illa?
Why should we mind? We bear the spidery creatures no ill will. Without darkness, there is no light. Without death, there is no birth. And thanks to the Ur-Rat, there's lots of birth.
This is just my impression, but they seem rather hostile. Why is that?
We have delved most deeply into the dark and greasy heart of the Ur-Rat. And what do you suppose we found there? Well, we found a torpid, vile, malign, odious, spiteful spirit. Right, no surprises there. What did surprise us, though, was what we saw when we regressed into the past lives. It turns out that in their last lives, the Ur-Rat were all shining beings of pure light and blissful love. They had reached the pinnacle of spiritual evolution and could go no further. They were perfection. And then, somehow, they got just a tiny bit better, and wham! They were all of a sudden totally evil. Wouldn't you know it? Get too perfect and you wrap right around to evil. That's why we Pkunk strive to be perfect, but always do little bad and annoying things to keep from ending up like the Ur-Rat.
So that's why you're so annoying. Now, when was it that they started attacking you?
Well, that's easy. It was exactly 27,000 rotations of the 7th planet in the House of Pkunk. Before the first alignment of the auspicious constellation of Bit with the heavenly body of Shamlasul, which was really only a partial alignment. I guess you would say 8 years ago.
And how are you faring in the fight against them?
We have calculated that at our present rate of attrition, we will exist only on the spiritual plane in a matter of a year or so. Of course, the physical realm does hold a certain coarse attraction, a material quaintness, if you will. We will be somewhat disappointed to have to leave it.
there any way to stop the Ilra?
An interesting question. The answer would be yes. If some benign and loving, yet incredibly destructive and powerful force were to simultaneously rip off all of their legs and drop their putrid egg sacs into steaming pools of molten metal, that would have the desired result of ending the conflict. But I jest. Of course, I'll bear the Ura no ill will. How could I, when I'm filled only with love?
Let's talk about something else.
Yes, you're right. Why dwell on the heinous Ura when we could speak of flowers, rainbows, fairies, and crystal magic? Did you know, for example, that there is an invisible fairy spirit at this moment sitting on your head and making humorous faces at me? Ah, the mysteries of the universe. Try to understand them, but can you? No, they're mysteries.
Goodbye, guys. See you later.
Farewell, kind human. Return soon.
Right, well that is the Pkunk, and their sphere of influence is down here in the bottom corner of the map. Now they are having problems with the Ilra, who have been sent against them by the Umgar impersonating the gods, and since the Pkunk have been quite helpful to me, I'm going to help them back by using the Umgar caster that I have got from the Staffy to impersonate the Ilrath gods and tell them to stop killing Pkunks. Now, I could probably do this quite a lot of places in Ilrath space, but for Sion I want to go to anyway, as that is where the Chenjesu and Murnahern have been slave shielded, so I will want to go and see if I can find out what has happened to them. So I will go there and impersonate the Ilrath gods from there. Didn't seem to be able to do it in hyperspace earlier, so I will see if it works when I am in real space.